Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Isis, and today I am here to guide you through a nice vinyasa flow to create balance and clarity within our lives. Not only will we be balancing our physical body through some intricate postures, but also our minds and our spirits. So once we balance everything, every form of ourselves, our mind, body, spirit, then we can create real peace within. We may find our higher selves, and it will help us, they will guide us through life a lot more easily. So we will begin with easy pose. Legs crossed, spine straight, back straight. You want to ground through your sit bones. And you can rest your hands, your palms on your knees, if that's what's comfortable to you. And just start breathing through your nose and out your nose. Just observe your breath. Notice it. You don't have to try to change it. Just notice it. You may create an affirmation or an intention for this class, something you want to repeat and remember throughout the duration of it. Something to keep in your mind, to manifest, as you will say. Mine will be, may I be guided by my highest self to connect with myself and others. And I keep that running through my head as my higher self will guide me, and I will listen, and life will flow easily. So breathe in, bring your palms to your heart, and breathe. On your next inhale, release. You may place your right hand down beside you. Lift your left hand next to your head. And lean into your right palm. Feel that stretch as you breathe. And don't think you have to stay right here. You can move within your pose. Move, create movement. Feel it all throughout your body. And just stretch. Breathe. Release back up. And now we will do the same to the other side. Left palm down, right hand up. And lean over. Feel that stretch within the side. If you want to create movement to feel it all throughout you, do whatever is comfortable for you. And release. Back to seated position. Next we're going to take our right foot and place it in front of our left leg so that they're not on top of each other. One's in front and one's behind. Inhale, lift the arms up and breathe. Exhale, fold forward and breathe. And really feel the stretch within my hip thigh area. And if it's too much, if you can only go this far, then go this far. Whatever's comfortable to you. Going to come back up on an exhale, and then on the inhale, switch your feet. Arms up and down. Exhale to wherever's comfortable for you. You never want to create pain, ever. If there's pain, you're going too far. Inhale, back up. You can do a little rolling of the head, of the neck. Use your nose to create circles. Oh, either which way. Slowly though, never push it. Okay. So we're going to make our way. Bodhi, watch out. Watch out, bud. Here, watch out. We're going to make our way into cat-cow position. So we're going to come up onto our hands and knees. Watch out. You want your palms, shoulder distance, right underneath the shoulders. And then you want your knees directly under your hips. And as you inhale, you're going to arch your spine. Put your crown of your head towards the ceiling. And when you exhale, going the opposite way, head towards the navel. And push through your toes, your feet, to really create that stretch. And breathe in and go back into cow. Exhale into cat. Do that a couple more times at your own pace with your breath. We will meet back in tabletop position. Next, we want to come into puppy pose. To open up our heart. Very good for opening up our heart and stretching within your sides. And so we're going to move the hands up and just make sure your knees are staying under your hips. And come down. Rest your chin on the floor. And make sure you breathe. In your inhale, come back up to tabletop position. And then we're going to raise your right hand up to the sky, point your heart out. And then go, as you exhale, you're going to thread the needle, the hand right through your arm. And you're going to rest your body on your upper arm here, like so. And you could tuck your left arm in your hip, leg, thigh area here, and just breathe. Exhale, the left hand down to help push you back up. And place the right hand back down. Now we're going to do it to the left side. Left hand up. Exhale, thread the needle. Rest on your upper arm. Your cheek to the floor. right hand up and you can tuck it in your thigh hip area there, if you can reach. And breathe. Release on your exhale and come back up into tabletop position. Now we're going to make our way into downward dog. So let me just fix my camera here. Alright, so downward dog. We want to tuck your toes, push your bottom right up to the sky, and first downward dog of the day, gonna be tight, real tight. So you kind of want to pedal your feet back and forth, stretch each leg individually. And then find stillness within the pose. You want to really push through your knuckles in your hands. You don't want to collapse into your fingers or into your heel or you don't want to collapse into the bottom of your palm. You want to push through your knuckles. Exhale, come into plank position. Find balance within yourself. We're going to stay in plank position for a few moments. If you can, if not, you can come to your knees. And just breathe. And on your exhale, chaturanga, all the way down to your stomach. You place our hands next to your shoulders, push up for cobra. Exhale back down. Gonna make our way back up into downward dog. We're going to raise our right heel up towards the sky. Not too far. You don't want to be out like this. Just far enough to where your toes are still pointing down. And as you exhale, we're going to take that right leg up through the hands. Place your foot in between your hands. Drop your left knee. And you can untuck the toes for a low lunge. If you need to, you can stay just like this. Try to create length in the spine. Look up. Or if you, once you find your balance, you really want to feel like you're pulling your thighs together when you do this. As you raise your arms up, and breathe. Exhale the hands into cactus arms. Really lift that heart up. Let it shine forward. And release. The hands back down. We're going to come back into runner's position. So lean back into your lean your thighs back. Come onto your heel with your right foot. You want to make sure your back stays as straight as possible. So you can come onto your fingertips. You really can feel this right here, right in your release, back forward. We're going to tuck the toes, lift the back knee for lunge, regular lunge. Lift the arms. Really pull your thighs together to create that balance so you can stay up. And then we're going to come into Warrior 2. So you're going to drop your left heel down. Make sure your foot in the back is staying pointing towards the top corner of your mat, pretty much. 45 degrees. You want your front leg to be 90 degrees. So for Warrior 2, then you extend the arms. Don't let your front knee go in. You do not want it to curve in. You want to really push it out towards your pinky toe. And breathe. Going to do reverse warrior. Flip the front hand. Come back. And then exhale and come into side angle pose. Bringing your left hand up. You can rest your right elbow on your thigh if need be. And stretch it. Now we're going to release back into Warrior 2. Straighten that front leg. You don't want to lock it. Never lock your knees, but have that little micro bend. We're going to pop the hips to the left for triangle pose, Trikonasana, and lean down. Don't let your shoulders cave in like this. We want them stacked above each other, like so. Exhale, come back up. We're going to bring our right foot in. So now I'm backwards, so I'm going to flip myself so you can see. Wide-legged. So we can come into wide-legged forward fold. So inhale. And exhale. Down. Halfway up, halfway lift. Use your palms to create a straight back. And exhale back down. I like to take my right hand, bring it over to my left foot. Take my left hand up for a nice spinal twist. Exhale and come over to the other side and do the same thing. Alright. So now we're going to come into goddess squat. So we're going to heel toe, our heels in. We want our heels pointed in and our toes pointed out. We're going to come up. Prayer position palms. And sit deep. Feel that stretch. And breathe. Release. Come back up. We're going to make our way into downward dog position. And we started with our right foot up here. And so we always want to come back into a pose how we started. So we're going to bring our right foot back up and back down again. So now we're going to do the same exact thing with the other side. So left heel up, bring it down, put your foot in between your palms, drop your right knee, Untuck toes. Come up for low lunge. Cactus arms, if it's comfortable for you, and let that heart shine forward. Come back down. You can come into runner's pose. So shift your weight back, create a straight back. You want to be on your heel here, on your left heel. And then you don't want to lock your knee always. You always kind of want a little micro bend in there. Breathe in that stretch. Feel that right there. Come back down. Back forward, I mean. Lift, tuck your toes, lift that right knee. You come into a high lunge. Okay, just make sure you're breathing. We're going to exhale and come into warrior two again on this side. So bring the right heel down. Make sure your foot is facing the front corner of your mat. 45-degree angle with the left knee at a 90-degree angle. Our hips pointing out this way. Left knee not caving in, pointing out towards our pinky toe. And you can extend your arms to each side and breathe. As you exhale, we're going to come into reverse warrior. Flip the front hand, come back, and exhale into extended side angle. So I like to put my knee, or my elbow on my knee, loop that front hand all the way around, and stretch. Try not to use this as a crutch. But I really want to activate your core. So when you're not using any weight or any help here, you can put your arm forward like that so you don't help yourself. That creates a lot of strength. So then we're going to exhale, come back into warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Make sure there's still a little bend, but then we're going to pop our hips out to the side, reel the booty, and come down for Trikonasana. Make sure your shoulders are stacked on top of each other. You can look up if that is good for you. That tends sometimes throw people off balance, so this is what we're here for, to work on that. And so we're going to release. I'm going to take that left foot, throw it back in the air in downward dog, and bring it right back down. Alright, okay, down. So now we're going to do a nice little flow from plank. Watch out, Bodhi. You're in the way. Okay, so now we're going to do come into plank. Okay, so we're in downward dog. We're going to do a vinyasa chaturanga flow. So into plank position, chaturanga down. Come into upward dog. And back to downward. So we're going to float our feet back up to the top. By doing that, I mean that. Very carefully. We don't want to hurt our joints. If you can't do it, just walk your feet back up. Just walk up to meet your toes so we can come into forward fold position. You can cross your arms. Just let that head hang. Can move your neck and yes or no. Move your body side to side, however, whatever feels good to you. Exhale, do a half up. Put your hands on your thighs, create a straight back, and back down. Gonna roll the body very slowly all the way back up for mountain pose. Okay, so you just want your feet hip distance, roll the shoulders back, palms forward, and just breathe. Remember your intention, your affirmation. Remember what we're here for. To create balance within ourselves, within our mind, and create peace within. We really want to find our higher selves, let our higher selves guide us through this. Okay, we're going to inhale the hands above the head. You can grab your left wrist, stretch to your right, pull it to the right. You can feel it down your whole left side of your body. Exhale back to the top. Do the same to the other side. Exhale back up. Palms back down. So now we're going to take our right foot. We're going to come into tree position. Modifications for tree may be just putting your foot here, if that's as far as you can get. Putting your foot here. Never put your foot on your knee, never ever. Or you can go above the knee here. Okay, so as we come into tree position, we're going to inhale the arms up. Inhale the leg up. Place your foot wherever may be comfortable for you. Exhale. The palms to the heart. And breathe. Feel that left foot ground into the floor on all four corners. The balance it takes in your mind and your body to do this is absolutely phenomenal. And as you release, exhale. Foot back to the ground. Inhale the left foot up. Place it where you want it. Palms to the heart center and breathe. It's easier when you look at one spot, the same spot, something that's not moving. Just focus on that and focus on the breath. With the breath, we can do anything. Exhale, back down to the floor. Okay, so next we're going to come into eagle pose. So eagle pose is a little more difficult. We're going to raise our left foot and our right foot on our inhale. Cross it over the left thigh and tuck the foot behind the shin, or the shin. As you do that, your hands, you're going to take your right hand, your right arm over your left, wrap them around and grab fingertips. Now we are in eagle pose. You can sit into it if it is available to you. If not, don't. Exhale, release. Going to do the same with the left side. So left leg up, cross over the knee, tuck the toes behind the left shin, cross the left arm over the right, and grab fingertips. You can really feel it in your shoulders too. And if you can sit in it, sit. Go down as low, as deep as you wish. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale the palms up. Exhale and swan dive down into a forward fold. And breathe. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back down. Roll all the way back up. We're going to do another balancing technique. Sort of like a pigeon, standing pigeon. So we lift the right leg, place the ankle on the left thigh, bring your palms together, and you're going to sit. Really feel that stretch in that thigh, on that right thigh. Ground through the four corners on your left foot, and breathe. Exhale, back up. Release. Going to do the same with the other side. So left knee up. Cross it over. Palms together. And sit. Feel the strength in your calf muscles. Feel the burn. That's wonderful. Feel the heat inside you, the fire inside you. Exhale, back up. And release. Palms up, breathe in. And exhale down into forward fold again. One more time. Halfway lift, and exhale. Going to make our way onto our knees. You can sit on your knees if this is comfortable for you. We're going to do stretching within our arms and our shoulders. So if you have a strap may be useful here. Going to hold it in our right hand. Grab the bottom with our left hand. And just try to get your hands as close as possible together. And if you can, grab your hands. You can grab hands. There we go. Alright, and breathe. Feel your heart open up. And exhale carefully. Okay, other side. Place it in your left hand. Your left arm's going on top, while your right is going underneath. Bring your hands as close together as possible. You're kind of using this hand to pull this back arm up a little bit. Not to where it's uncomfortable, but where you feel a slight stretch. And if you can't reach, then that's fine. Make sure you breathe. Carefully release. Okay. Going to come up on our toes. Make sure each toe is fixed because we're going to sit back on our heels. And so we want to make sure all our toes are bent correctly. Okay, so we're going to come back on our toes and sit if it's comfortable for you. If not, if you're right here and that's all you can get, then that's all you can get. And that's fine. We're going to come up to here and feel that stretch within the toes. And release. Okay. I'm going to come onto my bottom, like seated position. We're going to come into a boat posture next. In order to do that, we want your knees up, feet on the ground. First, we're just going to do a simple spinal twist with our left arm crossing our right knee. Make sure the back stays straight, elongated. On your inhale and on your exhale, you twist farther. Each inhale, you make sure your back is straight, and exhale, twist a little bit more. And just look over that shoulder. Exhale back to the center. Take your right knee on your inhale, your right elbow against your left knee. Inhale the back straight. Exhale, turn. Exhale, back to center. Okay, so boat position. A modified version may be keeping your hands back here. To keep that back straight, you always want to make sure your back stays straight. You come back onto your hips. Lift up those feet. If you can, straighten them. Do it. That's perfect. To me, I'm going to come into this modified version with the bent knees. And then, when you're ready, if you can, let go with your hands and straighten them out like so. And breathe. If you can't, it's totally fine to keep your fingers back like this. You can really feel it in your core. That balance. That strength. Release. Inhale, come into it once more. And release. Whew. Okay, next, we're going to come onto our back. Slowly, each vertebrae. Feel it. Alright. Alright, so now we are on our back. Whew. We are going to come into plow position. So to do that, you are going to bend the knees and bring them up. You can place the palms down, face down beside you. Straighten the legs. Make sure you keep your head facing up and forward. We don't want it moving around in this position. So legs straight, we're going to come up onto our shoulders. For a shoulder stand, you can use your hands to help hold you. And then slowly bring the legs down. You can put your hands palm facing down. And now we are in plow position. And if you wanted to modify, you could put a chair right here behind you to rest your feet on, like so. Or you can come into full plow and bringing your feet all the way to the ground behind you. And just breathe. And exhale, slowly roll each vertebrae down. Back onto your back. Okay, a couple more stretches here until our final pose, corpse pose, but right now we're going to come into a happy baby pose. By bringing your knees up towards your shoulders, and then use your hands. You can either grab your toes or grab the sides of your feet, and try to relax your shoulders down and just let your shoulders melt into the ground. And you can feel this one within your hips. Happy baby. And you can grab your toes. You can create movement within this position. Bring each foot down or around. Whatever feels good to you. Really open up them hips. Release. Legs all the way down flat, straight. Going to take our right knee, bring it up towards the shoulder, pull it in towards the shoulder, flex those feet. You can bring it down to your right side, open up the hips a little bit, and then we're going to bring it around to the left side, like so. Create that spinal twist. Place your hand back beside you, straight out, your arm straight out, and look to your right. Exhale, look forward. Bring the knee back up. Hug it into your shoulder one last time. And release it down. You're going to inhale. The left knee up. Hug it into your shoulder. You can release it over to the left side a little bit. Let that open up that hip. Exhale. Bring it over to the right. Creating that spinal twist. Lay the left arm straight out beside you and look over to your left as you breathe. Exhale. Bring the knee back up. Hug it into your shoulder one last time. And release. Alright, now you want to to get yourself nice and comfortable for our final pose, Shavasana, or corpse pose. This position is always comes at the end of a yoga class to center yourself, bring the balance back to your mind and your breath. After doing all of that hard physical work and mental work, it's good to relax. And so you want to melt your shoulders in the ground, melt every part of you into the ground. Feel yourself upon the earth. Release any tension within your hands, your feet, your toes, your forehead. Unwrinkle your forehead. Close your eyes lightly. Let your jaw relax. Maybe you have to open your mouth a little bit as you let your tongue and jaw relax to its full capacity. Breathe in the nose and out the nose, exhaling all the old used breath energy. Breathing in your diaphragm. Make sure every single part of you is relaxed. Focus on your breath. As thoughts may arise, notice them and let them pass. You are not your thoughts. You are something much greater than that. Let your body go deeper and deeper into relaxation within each breath. Feel the prana rolling through your body, giving you life. And we're gonna sit here quietly for a few minutes, just observing the breath, falling into relaxation. Wiggle your fingertips. Wiggle your toes. You can circle your wrists, circle your ankles. Maybe move the neck back and forth, up and down. You can open your eyes if you wish. And to slowly awaken the body. When you're ready, you'll turn to your side. Bring your arm above your head and rest on